Yo, what's going on everybody? Chadley here, and in today's video we're going to be covering one of the handful of buffs that Gearbox released today, and this buff is really ridiculous considering this shield was already one of the strongest in the game in terms of damage, and now it received a 100% increase, and it's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So what shield I'm talking about is the Void Rift. So if you guys want to get your hands on this comes from DLC 2, Empowered Scholar. You can go ahead and farm him for that. But basically what this shield is the Impaler and Black Hole shield put together, and it's cryo. So what you can do with it when paired with the action skill Start Anointment is obviously whenever you start your action skill, you're going to create a Nova and also a black hole. So the black hole is going to go off first, suck everybody in, and then the Nova is going to go off, and you're basically going to one tap everybody, especially if you're built around it. Not to mention, as you are taking damage, your Void Rift is going to be shooting these homing spikes at enemies, and those actually deal quite a bit of damage as well. So I'm just on this shield spam flak build. I'm going to show you guys exactly how strong it is, and also we're going to give it to our pet with a pet build after this and see how it does with the pet mayhem scaling. So real quick look at my skill trees. I'm just full orange, a little bit of green, no purple, and then full blue as well, and this does perfectly fine. You are going to hit millions upon millions of damage, and then so what we can do is if we activate it, we can see everybody gets kind of sucked in, and then we hit 24 million right there. And then awesome part is if you do get downed, what's going to end up happening is everybody around you is going to get sucked near you, and then you are going to get basically a free second wind. You do not have to try. Before you can even shoot, you're going to get back up. It's just going to keep happening over and over, except for when you immediately die to postmortems like I did there. But as you can see, you're doing absolutely ridiculous amounts of damage. I probably should have turned off the Broken Hearts Day event before I started this, because those hearts are actually getting mayhem scaling, and they explode and just one tap you every single time. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is going to one tap everybody. It just does unreal amounts of damage. I'm going to get up to the Kraken and show you guys how much damage it does against a boss type enemy. So real quick, while we wait for the Kraken to spawn, I did just want to note that the Unforgiven that I'm holding is not doing anything for my Void Rift. I basically just use this for the Spark Plug and the Hunter Seeker, which you can combine with it and get even better results, because with the Spark Plug, when you're slamming, it can proc Groundbreaker, which is going to be built up really high off of your Void Rift damage. So that is a combo you can do, and personally what I do here. So here on the Kraken, just one Nova just gets the Kraken just short of death, and you can just do whatever else to him. You can just proc a Groundbreaker, and he will be dead. It's just dumb how much damage you can do to enemies in this game. Now, unfortunately, Wotan resists cryo, but if you're playing somebody like Amara and her purple capstone, that is a resistance you can ignore. So you can try that on Amara as well. So now let's see exactly how well this does here on a pet build. So right now I'm basically full purple tree, halfway through blue, a little bit into red, basically just interplanetary soccer, and then halfway through green here. And then I'm running Gamma Burst and then also the Warloader. So that's what we're gonna be running here. And then for our gear, like I said, Void Rift, and also my grenade is something that's not really going to do damage, so we don't have to worry about that infecting the Warloader damage. It's basically just going to be him and the Void Rift. So let's go ahead and see how that runs with a Red Fang. All we're going to do is just plop our Warloader right in the middle of all these enemies and let that do all the work. So we did 86 million right there, and that was with basically nothing else. We're gonna get kills with it as well. We did a bunch of 84 millions there, and it's just keep happening over and over and over with our Warbot. So it's seriously ridiculous. The mayhem scaling is gonna get on top of it when you combine it with the pet. Earlier on the Valkyries, I hit a 492 million damage hit with the Void Rift, and it's just absolutely nuts how much damage you can do with this thing. And this is not going to be a flak only shield. Any other character can use this, even Zane, who has nothing to really boost it. Just by using Mantis, you can spam it over and over and over, and that is just going to add up in terms of damage, and that's really all you need. With Amara, you can use Eternal Fist, and every time that thing changes to a new enemy and you're using the action skill Start Void Rift, it's going to proc one of the Novas, so you can use that to your advantage as well. And Moze would be a little bit harder just because she can't really spam the action skill Start, but she could probably do quite a bit of damage with it in the times that you use it. So my overall thoughts on the Void Rift is it just did not need this buff in any way, shape, or form. Might as well have fun with it while it's here. Now, in terms of utility, I still think the Frozen Heart is better just because it's going to give you a wider radius and also it's going to heal you. So that one's way better for just freezing enemies and keeping yourself alive. This one is way better in terms of damage on our Cryo Nova shields. So for this video, I was using URAD on all of my weapons. Something else you can do is use a 200 splash weapon. That will boost the Void Rift Nova damage. So also give that a try if you guys want to play around with this shield. Yeah, I just wanted to keep this video super short and simple and just show off how powerful the new Void Rift actually is. Definitely abuse this while you can. I don't know if it will actually stay. It probably will, to be honest. I don't think they're going to bring it back down. But at the end of the day, it really did not need this whatsoever. I still think the best way of building with this thing is on flak. All you got to do is combine it with a spark plug and a rack attack shield spam build, and just make sure you are slamming in between novas, and your guys are going to get absolutely ridiculous groundbreakers and ridiculous Void Rift Novas. There were a few other things involved with this hotfix that were also buffed really, really powerfully, so we're going to be covering those here over the next few days. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you want to see those. But I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.